All right, so many of us are dog, cat, pet owners, and we take pride in our fur babies, but sometimes figuring out the right kind of veterinarian is a difficult task. Should I do an independent vet clinic or a corporate vet clinic? So here today to talk about the differences and benefits of these vet med establishments is veterinarian and founder of Paw Priority, Dr. Ezra Amos. Dr. Amos, so great to have you on Unscripted this morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. All right. So you've got over a decade of experience in emergency and general practice in both the U.S. and Canada. So
You
could
bet.
you explain to us, what kind of happened to the good old days, the independent mom and pop vet clinics?
So when I was a little kid, and I remember the first time I went to a vet practice, you'd go there and you'd meet the person that owned the place, and he'd be the guy, or he or she would be the person that's there every single day. Okay. And that was like maybe 98%, 2% at that time. Now it's flipped on its head, and you cannot find any more independent vet practices. They are all now corporate. Why? Because COVID presented a great opportunity for all of these companies to start putting together practices. And so people are now just opening their eyes to this idea that the profession has all of a sudden overnight become almost all corporate.
Okay, so you would say kind of COVID-19 lent itself to expanding that corporate vet hospital that we see so much today.
You bet. It's a trend over the last probably about 10, 15 years, but COVID put it into absolute overdrive.
Okay, so what is the biggest difference then between that corporate vet clinic and that independent veterinary clinic?
It's kind of the same difference between McDonald's and your favorite local Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's really the quality of what they're doing and the care that they put into it. And my concern, I say this very freely because I used to work at a lot of these places. I've done, 10 years of practice, and I did quite a few years of relief. And so I'd go into independent hospitals and I'd go into corporate hospitals, and you'd notice major differences in the way that they do things. And I got to be honest, there are bean counters at a lot of these corporate hospitals that will sit down with you once in a while and ask you, hey, this other doctor's running more fecals than you. They're doing more blood works than you. What's the deal? Why are you not doing enough? And it's something that plays in your head as a doctor when you walk into a room. Hey, I'm really supposed to be selling more stuff. I'm really supposed to be pushing more stuff that people don't really want or need at times.
Okay, I'm so happy you said that. My sister is a veterinarian, and that is one of the biggest reasons why she kind of left that corporate to go for a smaller, more independent vet clinic. And she also said, had mentioned there is an impact on the patient care when it comes to the workplace culture. Would you mind diving a little bit more into that?
You bet. I mean, the patient care will change quite a bit because, yeah, we have to be saying things that, okay, all these vaccines, you really should be doing it. All the vaccines are not right for all the dogs in the world. Some are more indoors, some are going to be traveling much more. There are dogs that are not even going to be setting foot outside. And so to say that all dogs deserve all vaccines, which is a corporate idea, is not exactly correct. Same thing with blood works, same thing with fecals, same thing with preventative medications. And so it really is a very, very different experience going into a corporate hospital versus an independent hospital. An independent hospital, the whole idea is you meet the vet who makes their own rules there. And so, yeah, I can kind of do things that are right for that patient, not just right for the company.
Okay, and so Dr. Amos, I mentioned, you're a veterinarian and Paw Priority. So tell me a little bit about Paw Priority and what you do at your practice.
So I started up my own urgent care this year, started in January. I've been actually building it for about 2 years. Los Angeles takes forever to build anything. But I started this practice to be a place where I could just do the things that I've always wanted to do. And what that really means is try to help people in ways that I felt were not expensive, but were right for that person and right for that patient. And so one of the things I love to do, acupuncture. We do a lot of acupuncture here. It's not a giant generator of business and money, but it helps a lot of patients without pushing a lot of medications. So what we're really trying to do a lot of times is have very, very close relationships with the person that comes in and try to recommend the things that are correct.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Amos, I know it is 5:30 in the morning there for you, so thank you for your time and getting up so early for us. But for our viewers, where can they go for more information on, corporate versus independent clinics and learn more about Paw Priority?
Awesome. I talk about it a lot, and I'll put some of the articles that I write onto our website if you guys want to go there. But long story short, walk into a vet hospital and ask them who owns this place. And it should be fairly obvious from their answer who owns this place and what kind of medicine you can expect there.
Awesome. Again, thank you so much for your time and getting up early to share with our viewers all this pertinent information.
Thank you so much.
All right. We're going to be back to talk about this weekend's upcoming Culture Fest. Don't go anywhere.